up with water.
But how does it go down in?
I'll walk around, and if you guys look at the bottom of this, can you see the little tiny pinholes? Can you see the little bits of light? They're so tiny, but the reason they're so tiny...
So then it doesn't like just pour all over.
Exactly, exactly. That's what the stone does, is it makes airspace. Okay?
There's twigs in it?
A little bit. You know what? Because you know what the brown stuff really is? The brown stuff is all peat moss. And peat moss is very, very, very old, broken down, decomposed plants. Here guys, are we getting this really turned over? Gotta get down in there. No big chunks. You guys are doing great.
Getting the nice squeeze now.
Hey, how we doing over here, guys?
This big is I can't tear over.
Oh my goodness, look at those dry spots. We gotta get deep in there. Oh my. I think you're doing pretty well though. You guys can be the smoothest. Once things start getting overfilled, then you can be the smoothest.
You just need to like pat it down so it's flat.
Okay, and what I'm gonna do...
You have to do that.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help you guys do some filling, okay? Filling all the way up to the top. All right, so now you guys have this one perfect. Well, the lettuce, think about the way lettuce grows. Think about the way beans grow, if you're familiar with it.
It grows in balls.
Right, but beans grow like big vines, right? So that's a good idea to have them on the bottom. The lettuce will grow, iceberg lettuce, head lettuce grows in a ball, but regular leaf lettuce grows with just leaves that get maybe that big. So that seems like, and then you might not know how radishes grow, but the tops of radishes, you know, they're really kind of wispy and they get about this tall, maybe a little bit taller.
Do radishes grow in the ground?
They do. So we got to plant them, we're planting them in the soil, but we're trying to decide what goes on the bottom, what goes in the middle, and what goes on the top. So they make salads taste really good.
Are they like red peppers?
No, they're, you know what, they grow underground. So they're more like they grow like a carrot.
Are they like red hot gum?
not that hot. Drop 2 in each hole. Well, you know, party everywhere. And then push the soil back over the hole, that's right.
I can like barely feel it.
Yep. 2 seeds in each hole, okay guys? And so why don't you... here buddy. You know what? Why don't you let her do these 3, and you do these 3, and Robbie will do these 3. My seed planting teams are doing their seeds. You guys will be writing up labels. You're going to blow up big and strong. No. It's not going to be a giant beanstalk, it's going to be a giant Robbie sprout. Taylor was just talking about seeds that come that look orange, and that the seeds are actually inside the little orange pellet. That's something called a coated seed. Now look at how tiny those little lettuce seeds are.
So much. Right?
They are flat. Now a trick to planting seeds like this and lettuce grows very quick. Oops, sorry. You were thinking that you wanted to be able to read it when it was on the table.
So we can get the other one.
Right? You were thinking that you'd want to be able to read it when it was on the table. But now what do you realize? Oh, let Mr. Schmidt put his tray right on there. See, and there's a little hook that latches right onto this bar. Get those nice and close together. Now, what did we just realize about our labeling? You can kind of, but would it be easier if they were like that and you were looking down at them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, wait. So where do you think we should check to see if things need water in this?
Down towards the bottom.
What was your name, sweetie? What is it, Leah? Leah was going to say the same thing. Down at the bottom is going to be a good place to check. Now what might happen is, what if we get both plants coming up at the same time?
Then we'll get more beans.
Well, they're going to be probably too close together, won't they? So it's going to be your job, you guys, to go through and decide which ones to keep and which ones maybe to just pinch off. Okay, we'll talk about that as a whole group, but that's going to be another job that everybody's going to have to pay attention to.